Oh, hello, Brockton. I'm Jay Miller, and this is One North Main, Brockton's magazine show, where we profile people, places, and events that make this city, our city, great. Coming up on today's episode, we'll be traveling all around town, and the events include the United Way of Greater Plymouth County Day of Caring.
Mayor Carpenter recognized the Champion Plan and had an important announcement.
Dick Flavin, Poet Laureate for the Boston Red Sox, performs at the Council on Aging. And the library, in celebration of expanded hours, held a picnic. So sit back, relax, and see what your community, the City of Champions, has to offer.
Did she make the shirts or did you?
We made them together. Chocolate. Gotta love it.
Hello and welcome to One North Main.
All right, it's September and the fall's kicking into high gear, and when it's related to the United Way of Greater Plymouth County, that means one thing. It's their annual campaign kickoff, Day of Caring. And we are planning on traveling around town, north, south, east, west, visit as many sites that are doing service projects in Brockton. And we have organizations across the board. We have the Old Colony Elder Services, we have Comcast, we have the United Way, we have all sorts of different groups that are dedicating their time to volunteering. So where the morning takes us, we shall see, but you're along for the ride. Our first stop today is the Family Center, 1367 Main Street. They're doing some great work. They have families engaged. They have a beautiful community garden. And today, we have representatives from Signature Healthcare, Bridgewater Savings Bank, and some other companies that have come in to do a little painting. And we'll do a little before and after. We'll come in, check out where they're at, come back a little bit later on, and see the work that they produced. I'm fired up. Are you?
She's here. She's staying with us. Stay overnight. At the 97th kickoff for the Day of Caring for the United Way's annual campaigns, and we are hosting two volunteer groups here, and they are painting our family group room, and so that's the room we use for all of our parenting classes, and we're so excited to have folks from the hospital and from the local banks contributing to the well-being of the Family Center. We're programs run by the United Way and funded through the Department of Children and Families. Everything we offer here is free and at no cost to the families that we serve. There are no eligibility requirements, and we offer support and information, resources, and referrals for any of the systems a family might navigate. That's a room that we use for all of our parenting classes. So here at the Family Center in Brockton, we offer Parenting Journey, Nurturing Fathers, Sober Parenting Journey, Parenting in America, and Positive Parenting classes. And those are all curriculum-based. They run between 12 and 14 weeks. Each class builds off the skill set of the first, and it's really designed to help parents feel more empowered, more in charge, and gain skills to parent their children in healthy, happy ways.
The Brockton Public Library has expanded their hours, and to celebrate, they held a picnic, a free picnic at that. People from throughout the community came, enjoyed some music, some food, and learned about, well, those expanded hours we were talking about It does nothing but benefit the community. Let's check it out.
Mayor Carpenter, first of all, I want to thank you. I'm double dipping today. I'm volunteering here, and I'm chair of the library board, but I want to thank you and the city council and the legislators for really supporting the library. How do you feel about the library?
Well, I've made my feelings clear many times about the importance of the public library system in a city like Brockton. For everyone from our students, particularly students that may not have internet access, to our senior citizens that really use the services a lot. But I think what we're really celebrating here today is the extension of hours at the branch libraries. Now, those branch libraries have come very close to being closed on numerous occasions over the years. So to think we've gone from potentially closing them to now announcing that we're doubling the hours, and 16 hours may not sound like a lot, but when it's only 8 previously, it sure is. And that's going to create a lot more opportunity for both. When I think of the branch libraries, I really think about our students and our seniors, because I see a lot of those folks there really relying on the branch libraries, and they may not be in quite the same position to have the transportation to always get downtown. So to the Board of Trustees, I think Paul Engel is doing a tremendous job as our director. He's really provided leadership on these issues like this. And I love the event today because this is community engagement. And this is the library right here in the heart of downtown, interacting with its neighbors, inviting the residents to come here and join the celebration. And I think that's what we've been hoping for, is to strengthen the bonds between the Brockton Public Library and the residents in the city.
Jack Lally, Ward 6 City Councilor. I want to thank you for your support of the library. Full disclosure, I'm chairman of the library board too, so I'm not just here for BCA. But what do you think about this event and libraries in general? You probably spend time in libraries right now as a college student.
I've actually got quite a couple classes in the library at Bridgewater. I'm there all the time. I think it's great. I think they've got a tremendous amount of people showing up. And as a kid, my mother was always bringing us to the East Side Library. I would get book after book and bring them back. I really love to read, so I did a lot of that.
This is a great library. Tom Kennedy, the library is, we got the renamed the Thomas Kennedy Library. And next year on the budget, we're going to have another, hopefully $100,000 for different events here in the library. This event is great. I was just talking to Paul Engel about bringing everybody out to this event. Some of the neighbors just came across the street and they wanted to get involved in the library, and this is just a wonderful event. State funding that is putting a lot of this on. It's a wonderful event, and I'm looking forward to getting a hot dog and a hamburger.
Yeah, first of all, it serves a great community. I think the community of Brockton is really, really special, and the library serves as a hub for all sorts of people in the city. We have English as a second language classes. We have a real estate education classes. We have art. We have poetry, music, makerspace. The makerspace, STEM, science, engineering, and technology. Yeah, we offer technology help. We offer computers and wireless Wi-Fi for people. And then we have parties like this.
Parties, and is this the start to more music at the library?
I hope so, yeah. I know that we're going to have, I believe it's October 13th, which is a Saturday, the Brockton Symphony Orchestra is going to send a brass quintet, and they're going to perform right in the lobby. So,
just what I've been looking
breaking
for.
news.
Nothing like a musician to get that to happen,
oh,
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Paul. Anything else to add?
No, I just want to say that this celebration today is really to thank the city councilors and to thank the mayor for their support in this budget to allow us to open the hours that we're open.
This front lawn out here is a great public green space. It really is. And right here in the heart of the downtown, it is so nice here. Yeah, I think what you see with this event today is how adaptable it is to be a common gathering place in the heart of the downtown. And we talk about the digital divide today. And so I worry about those kids whose families may not have the internet at home, because it's hard to do an assignment today without access to the internet. Well, guess what? There's some great computers and free access to the internet right here, along with folks that can help you if you need some help. So I'm all in when it comes to our public library system.
All right, Family Center in action. Check it out. Check it out. They have a lot of resources. People that speak multiple languages, they just do a fantastic job at the Family Center. The fiscal partner, the fiscal agent is the United Way of Greater Plymouth County. So it's a real, true partnership, and it is successful. Now we are heading over to Catholic Charities, where I think there are a lot of pallets that need to be unloaded. That's my guess. There is always good things happening in that food pantry, and Catholic Charities does a great job. So let's go, let's do it. We've arrived at Catholic Charities. I'm not sure what group is going to be in here today, but we'll be focused on the food pantry, and I think they'll be doing some work helping bag and stock and make sure that pantry is ready to be used. It is one of the largest, if not the largest, food pantry in the United Way of Greater Plymouth County area, which is Plymouth County. Hello. Let's go. Yes, indeed. Oh, pardon me.
Oh, hey. How are you?
So like I said, you never know what we're going to run into, and the OCES, Old Colony Elder Services team, is here. They're on fire. They're packing. They're loading. They're breaking down pallets. They're doing it all today, and it's impressive. Right, Brenda?
It is. We like to give back to the community, so actually we enjoy it.
You may know Brenda from, oh, I don't know, TV fame?
Community options.
Community Options.
Yes, I do host that.
Check it out.
We are stocking shelves here at Catholic Charities South, helping with the Day of Caring for United Way. So we're going to get this room emptied and have the shelves nice and full and hopefully make things easier for them.
This is the storage area for the pantry, so they're pretty much going to be bagging apples, bagging sweet potatoes, breaking down pallets, putting stuff on the shelves, and just packing it in.
How's the food flowing here? Do you get it once a week? Do you get it once a month?
We pretty much get food every day from different areas, BJ's, Target, Stop and Shop.
And then how do you handle it when you don't have a Day of Caring? How do you handle something like that?
We pretty much, because we give out food every day, except for on Thursdays, so it goes out.
How many people do you have volunteering or staff that works in this area, the food pantry?
One staff, and the rest are volunteers, so we can get like 6 or 7 staff. 6 or 7 volunteers.
So a day like this is helpful?
Yes.
Well, you need a breather.
Yes, Fridays it's been very busy. The last couple of months, we've been getting like 41 people each time. So.
And what do they walk away with?
They get meat, they get produce, potatoes, onions, milk, cheese, eggs, everything. I like helping people. I appreciate, their appreciation for us and for what we do.
Mayor Carpenter had an important announcement for the community while celebrating the 1,000th participant of the Champion Plan.
So I'd like to first start off by thanking our partners, because the Champion Plan doesn't work without all the great partners we have, and I can't mention them all, but certainly the Gandara Center and Brewster Ambulance and the Brockton Area Prevention Coalition, and of course along with the Brockton Police Department, where the Champion Plan really begins when folks walk into the Brockton Police Station. We've got a great team here at the Champion Plan. I want to thank Peg and her whole team here that are just really dedicated to the work that they do every day. I also want to thank some of my team, not just Peg and her group, Lieutenant Dick Linehan from the Brockton Police Department, and Corin Capiello, our Director of Social Services, and all the members of the Mayor's Opioid Task Force, who all have contributed somewhere along the way to the creation and the operation of the Champion Plan. So today we're recognizing a milestone, 1,000 admissions into treatment by the Champion Plan. in 2.5 years. I remember when we were meeting before we started, and we were trying to think of everything that could go wrong possibly when we decided to take this risk of putting together this type of program. And I don't think any of us could have envisioned the amount of success it would enjoy. And success is a funny word to use. I'm not exactly sure how to measure success for a program like the Champion Plan, but I think we probably measure success one life at a time. Each person that comes through here and makes it into long-term recovery because they were able to take that first step through the Brockton Police Station and through the Champion Plan and have the Champion Plan team help them get on a path to recovery. What the Champion Plan has done is it's helped people to overcome barriers. You know, we think of what are the things that prevent folks from making that step into treatment. And, you know, we think about transportation. I think one of the things that makes the Champion Plan different is the commitment that we have from Brewster Ambulance to get every person to a treatment bed. And that when the team here is able to find a treatment bed, and we've got half a dozen or more great treatment partners all around the state, but that model doesn't work. We're not able to get those folks into those beds without Brewster Ambulance showing up here and safely transporting them from here right to that bed. So we could not do this without what Brewster Ambulance brings to the team. And I think the result of that is the training and the work that's here, Brewster Ambulance providing the transportation. And then I think it's also a lot of it is relationships. The people that work here at the Champion Plan have built relationships, long-term working relationships with the various treatment centers and facilities that we work with. So we're able to communicate well, and I think we've earned the trust of the people that accept people into treatment for us. And when you think about what they're able to do here, finding people a treatment bed on average in about an hour or two, which I still have trouble believing, except I've seen the data, and that's really what happens here. So I think that, you know, with the Champion Plan, with the police department, they've really helped folks to, when that person has reached that moment that they're ready to make a commitment to getting sober and getting their life back on track, that they're able to help them get over these hurdles and get to where they want to be and put them in a position to succeed. This is a healthcare crisis. It's a public health crisis that's taking place across the country. I think we can all say that this epidemic did not happen by accident. This didn't just happen. I believe this all happened because of drug manufacturers that aggressively marketed opioids as being a safe treatment for pain. They marketed it, they over-marketed it, and those manufacturers and distributors lied. They lied about the risks of long-term opioid use, they lied about the risk of addiction, they lied to patients, they lied to physicians across the country. Those companies have repeatedly broken the law, and in many cases they're continuing to do it, and that's why cities like Brockton are coming after them. So today we're announcing that we have filed lawsuits against more than a dozen wholesale drug distributors and manufacturers for knowingly breaking the law, dumping millions of dollars worth of prescription opiates into our communities, and causing untold damage through our city and the surrounding communities. And no matter what we receive in terms of reimbursement, it will never bring back the many lives that have been lost. But we have to start somewhere, we have to draw a line in the sand, and we have to break this cycle of opioids being prescribed in a way that leads to the public health crisis that we face today.
All right, Catholic Charities, they do great work, provide much needed service, and the volunteers from OCES, we're tearing it up. But we must move on, and we're going north to the Raymond School, where the YMCA is there, I think for some activities, and I'm not sure what else is going on, but it's the Raymond School, which is part of our beautiful Brockton public school system, and the YMCA, I mean, that's like peanut butter and jelly, man. It's a beautiful thing. So We're on the move. Let's keep chugging. Choo-choo.
We are leaving our mark for Raymond School. They support us in a lot that we do. We see them before school, after school. We service their children here. And now we're doing it during the school day where it's an enrichment program and we do enrichment, social and emotional learning. Yeah, so we're just leaving our mark here. And
Is this your idea for a design, or is it something that you were encouraged to do, or was it a recommendation?
The principal gave us the recommendation.
What does it say?
Raymond family lives here.
All right, YMCA is getting it done over at the Raymond School. We are now heading back across town, back to the Family Center to see how the painting team is faring. Let's go. Now, go, go, go.
Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm very happy to be talking with you. Yes, not the greatest of poems, but there recently was a poet laureate in Brockton. Not only a poet laureate, Dick Flavin, the Red Sox poet laureate, visited the Council on Aging. This guy is simply amazing. He can rattle off poems up to 3 minutes long just by memory. You'll enjoy his performance. I know you will. Let's check it out.
There's an old saying that life isn't fair. Ted Williams played in Fenway Park for parts of 4 decades. Won batting titles, won MVP awards, won Triple Crowns, was in the Hall of Fame, never got a World Series ring. I, who was a kid, never could and never did hit the ball out of the infield, have a World Series ring. So when people say to me that life isn't fair, I say, hallelujah. My God, I've got a series ring. Please do not wisecrack. If Lucchino finds about this, he'll make me give it back. I'm not a home run hitter, don't have a great curveball. I run real slow and I can't throw and I don't play at all. I'm the designated dreamer. I think up funny rhymes. I sit up in the PA booth, at least I do sometimes. I really must be running now. I do not dare to linger. Larry will take back the ring and then give me the finger. How about those Red Sox this year? Not only do they have the best record in baseball, but they play in the most historic park in baseball. Not just in baseball, but in all sports. It's the most historic park, sports venue in the entire Western Hemisphere. Of all sports, yes. Now, I can't say the same for Europe, because it's a little younger than the Colosseum in Rome, but other than that, it's pretty good. But when you think of all the great players, the great historic moments that have taken place, this is a little poem. More than 100 years she stood there. Her cheering seen our tears. Through all the good times and the bad, Fenway perseveres. She's baseball's great crown jewel, a treasure. This is why. Look out there on her field, you'll see the ghosts of games gone by. There's Babe Ruth standing on the mound. Ted Williams at the plate. Someone's great-grandfather just came in through the gate. That's Yaz patrolling in left field, and center Freddie Lynn. Cronin's playing shortstop, but Pesky's coming in. Louis Tiant whirls and spins, and then he lets it go. And there's another leaping catch by Dom DiMaggio. Jim Rice lines one off the wall. Malzone comes in to score. Pedroia makes a diving stop. Or is that Bobby Dorr? Fisk hits one deep into the night. Will it be foul or fair? It caroms off the foul pole, and the cheers still fill the air. Dewey Evans, rifle arm, just cut a runner down. There's Tony C., still young and strong, the toast of his hometown. Roberts steals another base, pinch running from Allow. There's Lombard, Raditz, Jimmy Fox, and Pedro, and Nomar. Look closer, you can see them all. They come there every day. Fenway was and is their home. It's where her ghosts still play. And in the dugout by first base, there sits the current squad. Someday they will take their place with all the Fenway gods. That's why that place is magic, why she's made such a mark. She's 106 and going strong, and long live Fenway Park. Thank you. When my father first took me into Fenway Park 73 years ago, I can't remember anything about the game, who won the game. I think they were playing Detroit that day, but I have no memory of the game itself. But what I can remember is holding my father's hand. We turned in from the street, and all of a sudden, I thought we were in a dungeon. You know that area under the stands, how dark it is? It used to be much darker in the old days than it is now. It's cleaned up a lot now, and it's teeming with people. And I couldn't imagine what I had gotten into. And we went up a ramp, jammed with people, and suddenly, there it was. It's like that scene in The Wizard of Oz, you know, when it turns from black and white into color. All of a sudden you see the blue sky and the green grass. That memory has stuck in my head all these years, and I've been to Fenway Park hundreds, if not thousands of times since then, and I still get a little tingle every time I go in there. But this is what a great gift baseball is to our lives, and has been to my life anyhow. One was set up.
With the weather too, it was hard to predict if we were going to get out there. Okay, I think we'll do with what we have. Thank you. So we are fortunate here at the Family Center in Brockton to be one of 2 United Ways in Massachusetts that actually hold the contracts for the family centers. So it's very unique, and we're privileged to be a part of the United Way extended family. We are programs of the United Way of Greater Plymouth County. And we are so excited because all of the annual campaign funds, all of our community partners and stakeholders, all of their contributions from their annual campaigns are used in Plymouth County to fund programs like ours. And so some of the things that helps us do is to resource the programs we offer to families. Through our Warmer Winters campaign, through our back to school events, through our community engagement programs, we're able to offer recreational, fun for families, and also continue and enhance our service delivery.
We hit 3 spots. We were at the Family Center on a couple of occasions, went over to Raymond School, and we were also at Catholic Charities. All great organizations, and some volunteers that were helping out the United Way stepped up, and at least for a day, made their community a better place. Nice.
Well, there you have it, Brockton. Another One North Main in the books. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the show. To learn more about Brockton Community Access, please visit our website at bcatv.org. You can also check out our YouTube page, youtube.com/TheBrocktonChannels, all one word. For executive producer Mark Lindy, producer Aaron Tebow, and the entire One North Main team, I'm Jay Miller.
and we will see you around town.